The series looks at the lives of people and animals who were born different and faced challenges because of it. This is the story of Snowy, the albino gorilla. Now, the first thing people noticed was his color. Not pale, not light, but pure white. Snowy's fur shimmered like frost under the artificial jungle canopy. A sight so rare that even seasoned researchers fell silent. He wasn't sick. He wasn't weak. He was simply different. Born inside a zoo's conservation breeding program, Snowy immediately became the center of attention. Visitors lined up for hours to see the albino gorilla, a living anomaly. Camera flashes burst in his reddish eyes. Journalists called him beautiful. Scientists called him historic. But inside the enclosure, things were not the same. From the beginning, the troop kept their distance. While other infants were cradled and groomed, Snowy sat alone, watching. His mother tried to comfort him, but dominance rules ran deep. The silverback, confused or threatened by his strange appearance, gave warnings, a grunt, a swat. Then, one day, a young male attacked during feeding. Snowy was knocked to the dirt. His mother protested but didn't fight. She looked to the alpha, turned away, so did she. From that day, everything changed. Snowy began to spend long hours by the glass wall, where humans gathered. He wasn't climbing, wasn't playing, he was watching. Children gasped, adults whispered, cameras clicked, and Snowy stared back. Keepers logged his behavior. Reduced grooming, increased time at glass, avoidance of group. One note simply read, "He's lonely." They debated moving him, but where could he go? He was healthy, uninjured but unseen among his own kind. Then one morning, something happened. A child waved. Slowly, Snowy lifted his arm, waved back. Another child pressed a palm to the glass. Snowy pressed his own. No fear, no aggression, just connection. That evening the log read, "He's not just watching, he's choosing." The outsider who chose by age 2, Snowy had stopped trying with the troop. They ignored him at feeding, swatted him during play, abandoned him in storms. He learned rejection. But at the glass, something new grew. A girl visited often. She pressed her face and hands to the window. Snowy mirrored her. She laughed. He blinked. Then he tapped. She tapped back. From then on, he recognized specific faces. The boy with glasses, a slow wave. For the woman in a blue scarf, a playful spin. For the little girl, a gentle press of his forehead against the glass. Keeper wrote.
He's not just reacting, he's relating.
He's relating. The buzz spread. One day a child signed hello in ASL. Snowy hesitated, then raised his hand, clumsy but close. The child burst into tears. Mimicry or meaning, scientists argued. But no one denied. Snowy was no longer reaching for gorillas. He was reaching for us. A few years passed. Snowy grew, but didn't stop waving. Its enclosure became a place of learning sign language, of drawing pictures, of making choices.
That's it.
And one day everything changed. Storm of debate, wound of blood. A viral video of him tapping goodbye reached millions. Headlines asked, "Is this gorilla trying to say something?" Backlash came. Activists accused the zoo of exploitation. Skeptics called it anthropomorphism. Under pressure, the zoo tried reintegration. Disaster struck. A dominant male charged. Snowy retreated, but had nowhere to run. White tufts scattered. He was left bleeding. Rushed to vets, the zoo reported. Stable, recovering. For weeks, Snowy was hidden from view, which hurt his fans. The girl with alopecia wrote, "Don't hide him. He's my friend." Her letter went viral, sparking the movement #FriendOfSnowy. Thousands shared stories of difference and rejection, and of being seen through Snowy's gaze. After 28 days, the zoo made a decision. Snowy would return, but on his own terms. A new enclosure was built. Quiet, separate, with a wide glass wall for human interaction. No pressure, no show, just choice. On opening day, the crowd fell silent as he appeared. He limped, but stood tall. He approached the glass, laid his hand, and there she was, the girl who never left. She pressed her palm to his. For a moment, only two beings existed, one human, one gorilla. Both marked by difference, both choosing connection. Snowy leaned closer and signed a word he had learned. Friend. The crowd broke into tears. Some clapped, some stood still, hand on heart. The keeper stepped back. A new hope a few years passed. Snowy thrived. He painted, learned signs, greeted familiar faces with soft hoots. Children wrote letters. Schools held snowy days. The girl still visited, sometimes reading, sometimes silent. Each time she left, he tapped the glass goodbye. One day, his fans organized a flash mob outside the zoo, dancing to his favorite songs, holding signs. Snowy, you are loved. He watched from his den, thumping his chest. When they finished, he emerged, shy, unsure. The music stopped. He took a step forward, then another. Soon he was signing, "Thank you, thank you." He was no longer just a gorilla. He was a symbol of empathy, of belonging, of being different yet loved. The final scene showed him at sunset, hand on the glass. Beyond him, laughter of children and rustle of pinned letters, each saying, "Thank you for seeing me," because Snowy didn't just survive, chose connection. And in doing so, he reminded us, being different is not the same as being alone.